those of you that have never seen the big red deck before, you're in for a real treat. This deck attacks from two different angles. The first is that it's a Blood Moon Chalice deck for locking people out of the game. The second is that on turn 1, it can sneak attack Griselbrands and draw cards, and then sneak attack in Inferno Titans and Worldspine Wurms and Emrakul into play. The big question people always ask with this deck is, why aren't you playing 4 Emrakuls? The answer to that question is because on turn 1, Worldspine Wurm is better than Emrakul, because if your opponent only has 1 land or nothing in play if you're on the play, leaving 15 power behind so you can kill them is great. Yeah. And just remember, before you watch the matches in this league, Legacy is the most fair and interactive format in Magic. Legacy is the most fair and interactive format in Magic. Correct, yes. They're just like, Blood Moon is so obnoxiously powerful that it's just like, it doesn't really matter what your win condition are. Just like close your eyes and pick cards from the Gatherer at random. This hand plays Blood Moon on the first turn, so I'm going to keep it. As Ancient Tomb, pitch a Simian Spirit Guide, cast a Blood Moon. Spyglass gives us information about our opponent's hand, and it also, what's the word that I'm searching for? It gives us information about our opponent's hand, and it can like lock out things like Wastelands and Fetchlands. Don't daze me, bro. When we're gonna run back the Spanish Inquisition at some point. The Spanish Inquisition is 10 out of 10 my favorite meme deck. Alright, that's good for us. We need to, so we're gonna get hymned next turn because they flipped their Delver to a hymn. So we want to ditch one of each of these, right? So that way, ooh, they don't have a land. That's good for us. No, I led on the Ancient Tomb because they're pretty likely to counter our first play. So this deck doesn't have disruption like discard and counter spells. So this deck plays through disruption by just playing more threats out. Pokemon banned Forest of Giant Plants, which is the thing that made the Donk deck playable. Here's the real question. Do I play this Blood Moon or do I play the Sneak Attack? I think I just play the Blood Moon and like hope to draw lands before this kills me. Oh no, we're gonna get Pierce plus dazed. Alright, opponent's not casting any more spells this game. Need to draw a land this turn. That'll do, pig! That'll do, pig! Sneak attack! Just remember, fair and balanced. GG, no re, opponent. You think my opponent had fun? I had fun. Most fair and interactive format Magic has to offer, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we're going to cut the Fiery Confluences because Hymn to Torok signifies they're playing Bug Delver, so we're not expecting Pyromancers out of them. I think I just want some Trinispheres, right? It's probably not a Sorcerous Spyglass matchup. Usually we cut Seething Song. As good as Seething Song was there, we usually cut these for other things they have to answer in this kind of matchup. Chandra kills their stuff. Maybe I just want a pair of Abrades to kill their stuff. It's probably fine. Like, we can live longer. We buy turns by keeping their crappers off the table. No, I really didn't enjoy Vintage. Because there's all these really powerful cards that are restricted in Vintage, the swings in the format make it feel pretty high variance. I'm gonna keep this. We have mana. We have like 2 of these to play through Thoughtseize, so we just like need to find a fatty. Opponent played a Planeswalker on 1. Nice. Sandstone Needles. I'm gonna pull that one up so people can read it. Yep. It's dead, Jim. Carrot turn doesn't kill True Nemesis. If it did kill True Name, it would be good for that reason. It was a good turn 2 for our opponent, you're not wrong. That being said, we're not under any pressure yet, so like... Another Death Ray Shaman? They choose the wrong color. I'm gonna play this Ancient Tomb and pass the turn. This means I can sneak attack next turn through Daze and Spell Pierce. It's unfortunate. We're not under a huge amount of pressure just yet. This is like a Bird's Grim Lavamancer split card, basically, right? I'm gonna cast Trinisphere because I think they're obligated to counterspell this. Really? Okay. And then next turn, I can go Float Mana, Mountain, Sneak Attack, and Emrakul. Like, wipe their... Are they brainstorming during their upkeep? Oh, so they're super dead. Yeah, opponent should be dead here. They're gonna hit us for 5 points of damage here, and then we're gonna hit them with Emrakul next turn and, like, have a Sneak Attack in play. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. All the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Beep, be-doo-doo-doo, 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 be-doo-doo. Trigger. Trigger. GG, no reap. Beep. Be-doo-doo-doo, be-doo-doo-doo, do-do-do-do. Oh, look at this. This is adorable. Opponent thinks they're gonna find something to do before we find a creature. There's Trinisphere in play, bro. You need 3 lands. Watch me talk shit, get hit, just like that, them run off lands and kill us. It'll be really funny. They could technically win. You're not. Why is there a Karakas in their deck? All right, Monkey Man, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Monkey Man came to play. Monkey Man is here to play. Let's go. Bring the pain, Mr. Monkey. Bring the pain. Did you find a non-fetch land? And the ape deck wins. I love when the ape deck wins with the ape creature. It's so fitting that the ape deck gets to win with the ape creature occasionally. I'm just like sitting here trying to keep all of the drool inside my mouth while I slaughter my opponent. I am basically an older version of deck. You are not wrong. You are not incorrect. I am 10 out of 10 an older version of Declan. Beats by Dr. Simian Guide, right? So this hand is a Lotus Petal or a Simian Spirit Guide away from being excellent. Oh, now it's another Ancient Tomb deck. Hopefully they're playing Eldrazi and we get to Blood Moon them this turn. Well, let's find out what they're playing. Sneak Attack's actually a good draw, because it means we can Seething Song this bad boy in next turn. All right, we're gonna get... Oh, that's bad for us. All right, well, I guess it's sort of Fire and Ice, right? Or is it... It's probably sort of Fire and Ice. This matchup is very, very good for us, but this hand is not stellar in it. Nah, this isn't legendary. I don't care about Karakas. They're gonna take one of these three. It'd be sweet if they fixate and take the Blood Moon. Watch us like beat Delver and then get hosed by our good matchup. This is definitely a deck that gets hosed by its good matchup more often than not, just because of like... I've played a little bit of Hex trying to get other things set up. I've been trying to get my VM stable, so I don't want to like be streaming and have it crashing all over the place. The Diamond Wild Momentum deck is great. I've been enjoying that. High variance decks do high variance things, yep. With the Seething Song. Alright, Mountain please. Mountain please. Tilt. We're pretty dead. Okay, let's just head on to the next one here. It's possible this hand wasn't a keep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Alright. So Fiery Confluence is pretty bad in this matchup. They are also a Chalice deck, so Chalice of the Void is pretty bad. I guess Abrade kills their stuff. Chandra kills their stuff. I actually don't have a ton of cards that are that good. I guess Sorcerous Spyglass and I'll leave in one Fiery Confluence. I mean, our goal is to finish this league in the next 20 minutes, right? Like 30, 35 minutes. The Stream Decker extension is fantastic, I agree. Props to the person that made that. Of course the mismatch mountains are for tilting our opponent. Magic is interesting. Turn one Blood Moon, go. We don't have any more lands after that, but hopefully in this matchup we don't need anything after that. The entire deck has the purpose of tilting them, yep. This is my thing, your turn, opponent. Just need some lands and a way to put one of these idiots into play. That. Sorcerous Spyglass, what you got, opponent? They have a basic Plains in their deck, and they have it in their hand. That's unfortunate. I think you need a mill deck before you play that card. Am I just naming Eldrazi Displacer here? Probably. Card's actually pretty good against us. We got outplayed, yep. I mean, like, the fact that a format like Legacy is kind of high variance makes keeping risky hands more appealing, in my opinion. Like, I'd rather keep a hand that has a really good payoff. Especially on the draw. I wouldn't kept that hand that I kept in game 1 on the play, but on the draw, I think that hand was fine. I have no idea if they have waste or not. Here's the Displacer, so we're dead in... Oh, Thorn, sure. You draw all the mana. Alright, that's another mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need a 6th mana and then a sneak attack. At least know they're not playing Batterskull anytime soon. Alright, well, if we draw sneak attack next turn, we can kill them in 2 turns. Oh, that's a bug, right? Sweet. This league is free. Yeah, Magic Online bugs. Opponent got an unfair advantage. No, I'm not dead on board, so if I draw a sneak attack, I cast it this turn and then activate it next turn. Hey, Potato David with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you, and welcome. I appreciate it. Sneak attack. Seething Song. Alright, that one doesn't do anything. Yeah, this shouldn't have gotten to name anything. Don't play another threat. If they don't play another threat, I have one more chance to draw sneak attack here. Well, I could also draw Inferno Titan, right? Inferno Titan's an out here. One, two, three, four, five, six. This costs 7, and this doesn't net me anything. I guess I could draw Inferno Titan next turn. Oh, I guess I could also just draw a land and then through the breach, right? Land to breach Wurm is good too. This is their Batterskull that we know about. So Titan doesn't do anymore. Need a land or a Simian Spirit Guide. Okie doke. So you're saying there's a chance. Just wiggle on across the board here. Attack for 15 with trample. I think Death and Taxes is the worst it's ever been in Legacy. Its one great matchup was Delver. And again, Emrakul wouldn't have beat this board, right? Worldspine Wurm beats this board though. It's about seeing bugs and getting free leagues. You're not wrong. Correct. Yep. The worm is better than Emrakul would have been here. 1 and 0 confirmed to be different numbers. And this is a good block. They're gonna get to equip the Batterskull into something else. So they gain 4, and they're gonna get to slide the Batterskull onto. I still get to kill whatever they put the Batterskull on, but they're not dead. We just get to continue playing. Yeah, they get to put it on Thalia, and then they don't attack. They just like sit tight until they can attack through this. Wait, why did they put it on there? Deal. No, I don't think it was incorrect to name Displacer. They could have wastes in their deck. And like, when I cast this, like, this was costing them 7 mana. So like, they had to draw a bunch of lands. Yeah, I guess they gain more health this way. I think it was right to name Displacer with the information we had at the time. The way the game's panned out, not naming Batterskull is obviously bad for us. If your goal is to win at Magic, you should not play Death and Taxes in Legacy. If your goal is to do something other than win at Magic, sure, play Death and Taxes in Legacy. Look at that. Look at that. I love when people poke up. Do not use the word retarded in a derogatory sense like that on my channel, or I'll ban you. Because this is not a democracy, it's a fucking dictatorship, and I'm the dictator, and you're an idiot. Don't use the word retarded like that. It's my house, and I do whatever I want, do whatever I want, do whatever I want. Oh, yeah, we're dead. Good attack on the opponent. Jeskai Blade's okay. I think Jeskai Blade is less bad than Death and Taxes, but like that bar is pretty low because Death and Taxes is pretty terrible right now. I think like Jeskai Blade and like 4-color control are like slightly worse than Grixis Delver against a diverse field, but like they're not terrible. I didn't know that. That's interesting. But we don't use the word idiot in a medical sense anymore, so I'm of the opinion that it's okay to use it here on stream like I just did. You can feel free to disagree with that. It's definitely a subjective thing. Just like it's subjective that I don't want someone to use the word retarded in the way that it was just used. I like when people post stuff like that in chat like it's a lot of effort to ban them. It's not a lot of effort to ban you. It takes me this many clicks. And I click like thousands of times per day, so like adding 2 clicks really isn't a big deal. See, unlike a lot of people that stream on Twitch, especially that stream TCGs, I don't care if you're here. A lot of people are so desperate for the approval to be in chat with them. I'm just here to have a good time, and people saying obnoxious things like that in my chat makes me not have a good time. So I ban them. You know? I appreciate the people that are hanging out, but you know, if you're gonna be obnoxious, you don't need to be here. The only obnoxious person allowed on the stream is me. And by that I mean you get to be mildly more obnoxious if you subscribe. I've never banned a subscriber. I'm sure we'll get there someday. Someone will subscribe and then be obnoxious and I'll have to ban them, but like, so far, you get more leniency if you pay me money. Matt pays his troll toll. He subscribes to the channel. He uses his Twitch Prime here. How obnoxious do I have to be? I feel like there are a bunch of longtime subscribers that feel like they need to rise up to the challenge now. So, fun fact. At the beginning of every new year, I remove everyone that I've banned on Twitch and blocked on Twitter, and I clear out my ban and my block list because everyone deserves second chances. People are human and they change. There are a large number of people that never change and immediately get reblocked and rebanned, but once a year, I clean both those lists out and give everyone another try. I don't deserve, there's a realistic human. I don't deserve a first chance, just being honest with themselves. It is super easy to reblock and reban people. It's just super easy. Yeah, occasionally people send a message to be like, I didn't know that was going to be obnoxious and I'm sorry. And then, yeah, I unban them right away for that. Like I said, people deserve second chances. And I just give out blanket second chances at the start. Yeah, it seems pretty good, right? This is a turn 2 Chandra, right? It's like turn 1, City, Chalice. Turn 2, Float, Mountain, Pitch, Spirit Guide, play Chandra. It's a Twitch extension called Stream Decker. Do a Google search. You'll find the information there. Oh no! My opponent had a Force of Will. Is there a Twitch extension to get a screaming child in the background? Mike the Knight with the cheers. Thank you very much. I appreciate the Twitch pennies. Into the cup they go. The animation is fun. Rain it down. Opponent is done playing Magic. Okay, so preordain. Huh. Opponent actually gave us a little bit of information with the preordain. So these Blood Moons are probably not good, right? They're probably playing Sneak and Show, right? It's probably Sneak and Show. Yeah, I agree. It's probably Sneak and Show, which I think means I want the Spyglasses. Because if I turn their Griselbrands off, they're going to have a hard time winning. No, they had a Force of Will. So Force of Will means it's not Storm. I'm gonna submit like this. I'm gonna bring in the Spyglasses, the Trinispheres, and the extra Chandra. Yeah, high probability of being Sneak and Show, I think. This hand is one mana away from putting a Worm into play. Tilt. I almost put in the Trinisphere too. This was better against Emrakul, though, and they usually play more Emrakuls than Omnisciences. Man, are we gonna win the game? How sweet will it be if we win this game? I really hope we win this game. They should be dead, right? I just put a Trinisphere into play. Okay, for those that are wondering, Omniscience versus Trinisphere, the answer to any of your questions that involve Trinisphere is Trinisphere always wins. If there's ever a question in your mind, what wins, Trinisphere or something else, the answer is always Trinisphere. What wins? Always the Trinisphere. Because, like, even if they Emrakul me and take an extra turn, right? Like, they're going to... Are they dead? I don't actually know if they're dead or not. They're not, right? They gain 7? Alright, deal. Yeah! Legacy League in an hour. 2-0 wins, 0-2 losses. Let's go! Let's go! Emrakul into Emrakul kills me. Yeah, it would need to be City of Traitors into Emrakul, right? Nice combo deck, opponent. Nice combo deck, opponent. Opponent's got their fancy blue cards. This deck is like the Tilt. Look, if you didn't know that this deck was going to be the Tilt incarnate, just like look at our basic mountains over here. Our basic, if you're going to play the ape deck, you have to ape it up in every way possible, and nothing screams I'm going to ape you like mismatched white bordered basic mountains. Would love to play first. Alright, this hand can't make enough mana, so we're going to mulligan. This hand has a turn 1 Chalice of the Void. Sign me up. I am not looking for more mana. We're looking for bombs. Looking for bombs. 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 Here's my Chalice of the Void. My mana base is, I agree. The mana base is definitely artistic. I'm gonna cast this now. I could just play the other Chalice of the Void for a backup on one, but there's a non-zero chance my opponent's playing a Hymn to Torok deck, so I want to get this sneak attack out of my hand. Oh, I probably should do an ad break. Good call. Good call. It's been a little while. We've been having such a good time running people down that I missed it. This second Chalice of the Void I want to put on 2, I believe. So if we draw another land, that's what's happening there. Yep. I'm gonna do this. Put this on 2. Well, it's possible I should just like do a backup on 1 in case we get Culligan's commanded. Adam, you were the blue-white monument deck, right? If so, yes. It's uploading to YouTube now. Look at that. I drew a thing. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. This is my monster. He draws more monsters. Oh, my opponent doesn't want to play Magic anymore. Weird. Weird, strange. Come back, opponent. Don't you want to play Magic with me, opponent? Opponent! Opponent! Please come back and play Magic with me! Opponent! This is not a Fiery Confluence matchup, right? Probably not. Is this a Spyglass matchup? Probably not a Spy. Actually, it's probably a fine Fiery Confluence. This kills Jace and it cleans up their board. This is amazing. While we're waiting for the sideboarding to finish, I'd just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone wherever you're out in the world. Thanks for joining us here. My name is Jeff Hogan. We're hanging out playing some Legacy with Big Red this morning. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. Those both support myself financially directly so I can spend more time doing stuff like this and less time doing other things. You also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. Use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, then you'll save 8% on all of your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, and sleeves with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork that they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. You can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month with them. At any rate, let's head back on into the second game in the fourth match of this league with the mono red sneak attack deck here. Yeah, this hand's great, right? Just like ape hand doing ape things. We've got a Chalice, we've got a sneak attack. All right, I'm gonna be a touch conservative here, which we could get punished for. If they him us next turn, I'm gonna get conservative. I'm gonna get kind of punished about this, but I think I just want to do this. And I can actually pay for a Spell Pierce here, which is hot. Yeah, renting deck is great. If you're someone that like changes standard decks a lot, or if you're someone that mostly plays online, being able to rent a deck is super convenient. I used Spare Deck a ton when I was traveling to play Paper Magic. This is probably a him for Rexian Revoker. Sure, this is gonna name my sneak attack. This is a good one to know about. It lets me know that I should bring in more Fiery Confluences. Yep, just like that one there. Yes, deal 2 damage to my opponent, deal 1 damage to each creature. Yep. Hey, look. Oh, my opponent doesn't have anything to do. Weird. Right, I'm going to lead on this because if they have a Force of Will, they're going to force this. Oh, look, no Force of Will. Oh, look. Magic is hard. Magic's a tough game. Let me tell you about a game, a card game that is predominantly skill-based and is very difficult. It's called Magic the Gathering. The old quickest 3-1 of our lives. This league's been going on for 35 minutes. Can we squeeze in a league with Big Red before Jake gets home from school? The answer is almost certainly yes. GG, no re-opponent, just all 2002s right around the board here. We are 3-0 against 3-0-6-0 against decks with Force of Will, and we are 0-2 against the one deck we played that was a good matchup in this league. Tell me more about the magic that you are gathering. To me, my children, to me, gather the magic inward. Remember, if you think this deck is sweet, after I sign off here, this is going to be our last match today. My YouTube channel is linked in the stream information below. There are a ton of videos with this deck on there from over the course of the last 2 years. You can find a bunch of content on there from lots of... Oh no! Oh no! Lewis CBR, all he does is play Grixis Delver. All he does is play Grixis Delver. Seems pretty bad against Grixis Delver. It's like mediocre, but I'm going to keep it with the draw with the scribe. Don't daze me, bro. Don't daze me, bro. Don't daze me, bro. I explicitly asked you not to daze me, bro. I had one request, and it was don't daze me. Delver players, you ask them not to do one thing. Force of Will would have been fine. I've been fine with him to Torok there. This is the part where we lose the game. This is the part where we lose the game. It's unfortunate, but you know, Grixis Delver doing Grixis Delver things. If your goal is to, if your only goal in Magic is to win matches, you should play Grixis Delver. Gonna move on with my life. Don't do the thing. Don't do the thing. I asked you not to do the thing. All right, so this is a Trinisphere. I'm just gonna board in a bunch of interaction, basically. Chandra, Seething Songs, Abrade. I think this is an Abrade matchup. It's probably a Kozilek's return. I have so many lock pieces that are good here. Maybe I don't want the Abrades. Maybe I don't want the Fiery Confluences. They're a little expensive. We'll do 2 Braids, 2 Kozilek's return. Nah, I'm gonna do... Let's do this. Let's do that. If Magic was poker, we'd have won that game. Yeah, our hand definitely cost. You've been doing so well, Declan. Why do you always have to start screeching right at the end? You're a screecher creature? Oh my god. Declan singing us the song of his people. Oh, baby. Can he talk? He does say small phrases that beeps and vibrates when he barks. You're very funny. Yeah, this is Dad's last match, okay? I know. It's the last match, okay? I promise you're going to be happy it's the last match. Put it mulligan, scribe top. May we rest in pieces. Yep. Okay, so they're gonna force my Blood Moon and then wasteland my Ancient Tomb, and I'm gonna be very sad because that's what Grixis Delver does. It's just the types of things Grixis Delver does, ladies and gentlemen. If they don't have a force, they're dead. Good news. Force check. They always have it. If you haven't watched the stream before, they always have it. Those dirty Grixis Delver players. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Maybe the rest of their hand is bad. Oh, that's another ponder. How am I supposed to know what this card does, Watsy? Ugh, my opponent just gets to do whatever they want. Just 1 mana, do as you please. They could be stacking their deck right now for all I know. Game 1, they dazed the Chalice, then we never drew more mana. Alright, let's play Sneak Attack next turn. Ooh, opponent doesn't have another land. That's good for us. You're very loud. Did you know that? You think you're funny?
I'm down.
You think you're funny, punk?
I'm down.
Down? How you doing? I think because I think I'm just gonna wait a turn here. Play around days. They don't have any pressure. Especially having drawn the Kozilek's return here, like we can clean up their next threats. We just like play a little bit slowly. Yeah, Declan's first significant other. We're gonna have a lot of videos for that one. Your hair got staticky from falling on the thing, huh? Static hair, don't care. Static hair, don't care. Please play Dr. PZ. How long till you stream, Declan? Another year or two? Look, I only had children so they could farm me in-game currency on trading card games online, so... Declan might as well stream while he farms the in-game currency. Oh, Grixis Delver opponent, what are you doing? There's Dr. PZ. That seems about as cost effective as Bitcoin mining. Quick, sneak Declan into play. Declan! Declan's always up for a sneak attack. Aren't you, Declan? Doesn't this face scream sneak attack? Doesn't this face scream sneak attack? Yeah, good battle cry. Force pitching brainstorm, sure. Man, this match is gonna take longer than the rest of the league combined, isn't it? That's right, Shyamalan? Maybe JW?
Cost up. but
All right.
cars.
All right. I'm just gonna. This isn't lethal, but it's gonna let me clear their board up. We'll kill those and deal 9 to them. Dead belly, yep. Dead belly, dead belly. If they have another threat this turn, we could lose this game. If they don't have a threat this turn, we have to take this Blood Moon. We'll lock this up, most likely. Dead as a belly, yep. Oh. Belly. Yep, I agree, Rogue. Belly. That's a belly button, yep. Yeah, I'd probably play Frontier if there was like a reason to play it. Right now we're really dead if they have a threat. Alright, that was a great draw. Can't cast spells, I'll kill your thing. I think I want to bring in more removal for the third game on the draw. I think just more removal is the answer. Don't bite me, nerd. I think I just want like all the Abrades and the Fiery Confluence on the draw, keep their board clean. Oh, the Trinispheres are less good on the draw. They're still fine, but like they're not nearly as good. I wonder, do we think Chalice or Trinisphere is better in this matchup? I almost feel like, am I nuts to think Trinisphere is better than Chalice in this matchup? I kind of want to bring in these 4 cards. And I think I'm cutting some number of these artifacts. Like, Trinisphere stops them from countering our stuff. Chalice is easier to cast, that's true. It's fair. That's fair. I don't think I can reasonably... trim a fatty. Maybe I can reasonably trim a fatty. Cut a Grizz. Yeah, that's probably fine. It's like 9 poopers. I'm gonna cut a fatty and a breach and leave in a Trinisphere. Let's do this. Yeah, Trinisphere shutting down counter magic is valuable, I agree. I think I just want all of these in the draw. I haven't tried, like, this matchup's hard and I don't know how I want to approach it strictly. So I think, like, just trying to, like, be a controlled prison deck is, like, not completely unreasonable. Yeah, just, like, be more controlling on the draw. 'Cause, like, this matchup's hard, right? And, like, they have limited threats, so, like, are they saving their threats or are they countering our other things later? Yeah, we're getting mid-rangey, basically. We're, like, a mid-range with, like, lock elements. The opponent is going very slowly. No, I think the apes are fine. Like, we don't actually, like, I think I want 27 mana sources. Like, we need a lot of mana sources. Put one more Trinisphere in. JK, never mind, we're submitting. This fucking Magic Online things. Check out my lovely sponsors while I load back into Magic Online. Dear Hex, I please, dear Chris Woods, I hope what you have ready for me today fixes my issue. I need some Hex in my life. Pick. What do you want? Which one? Pick one. Goes. Okay. I was reading them for you. I really need to just like record the audio so I can just like sit here and like meme and dance like while my voice says the sponsors plugs. There is not a queue for Hex decks currently. Alrighty, we might be ending with waiting for my opponent to time out. This opponent's going so slowly, and we've gone to 3 games that Jake's bust is going to be here soon, so need to keep an eye out for that. No, that's just from memory. It's not that hard. It's not like there's a lot of them. Lewis can't handle the meme. Nah, Lewis plays a lot of Legacy. I think he understands that this is what you're signing up for some of the time when you're playing this format. And like his deck has a favorable matchup here. Like you don't play Grixis Delver and think you have a bad matchup in this. Foxkilla, if you're in the subs Discord, Burgle and Marty had posted an updated version for the rotation. How long is the walk? So Jake's in preschool, and the bus actually just drops him off right in front of my house. So like, I can literally just like poke my head up here every minute or two and see if the bus is pulled up. And usually they're late. They're supposed to drop him off at like 12:08, I believe, and usually they're not here till like 20 after. So hopefully we have time to either No, having played this matchup from both the Delver and the Big Red side multiple times, it feels bad when you lose with the Delver deck, but the Delver deck is firmly ahead. They did, Jace. This could be the one day they're on time. You're not wrong. So I'm gonna be. They pull up, and I could see them through my window here from the basement. I just slip my sandals on and run out. So. When you're a pessimist, you're either right or pleasantly surprised, right? Being a true adult means playing games in your own basement, right? And my house is like a bi-level, so like it's not a true basement. Like my half my lower level is below the ground. Yeah, sounds great, right? It's got Chalice of the Void on 1 through a daze. And it's got an Abrade to kill a Delver, or whatever their turn 1 play is. We had our first snow of the season already, actually. I'm not gonna play the Lotus Petal out because I want them to daze this. Yep. Do I just get to Fiery Confluence and kill the board? So 1 to each, 2 to each, 2 to each creature. All right, feeling good. I can also hear cars go by, so. GG's opponent. Yeah, finished the league 4-1. Nice. So beat all 4 Force of Will decks that league. Lost to Texas. Beat all 4 Force of Will decks, and still, with all that waiting and delay and restarting Magic Online, we finished that league in 56 minutes. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you for the donations. This deck is sweet. I'm going to upload it to YouTube if you didn't catch all of it. And remember, there's tons of videos of this deck on YouTube. I will be back tomorrow morning with some more TCG stuff. In fact, if my Hex issues get fixed, I might be back later this afternoon. So after I feed the kids lunch, I will catch all of y'all around later. And hope everyone has a good holiday if you're in the US if you don't catch me around soon.